Assalamualaikum to Dr Zaidi. My name is Nur Auni Fadila binti Azman.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurdiana Asila binti Basharuddin.
Hello and hi everyone. My name is Nur Anshaira binti Ahmad.
Assalamualaikum to Dr Zaidi. My name is Sarwati Shahira binti Osman.
For the introduction, Petrosains is a science discovery centre that tells the story of the energy industries, of the science and the technologies by using a fun and interactive approach. In order to broaden the participation of the Petrosains to the society, we decide to do a digital library inside of it.
Next, I want to talk about the mission statement and objective. Our mission is to enhance the teaching, research and services of the Petrosains Digital Library to our user and the customer. Our first objective is to collect, organize the digital information and disseminate it at the point of care and future use. Our second objective is to select, evaluate and acquire the library material that are available in various formats to user need. And for the last objective is to improve the library services and facility to ensure all the user can have the best experience while in the digital library.
Okay, significance of this project to the library community and beyond. There is 3 significant that I list in this proposal, which is first, community connection, second, virtual extension, and the third is building a heritage for the next generation. Okay, for the first significance, community connection. Although the general sense of community relies simply and conventionally on repeated informal encounters, community networks enhance a sense of membership by making knowledge or content more available. Second, virtual extension, a collective of individuals isolated in a geographical way but with occasional personal contact have remote extension in a sense of culture. Digital extension usually build a sense of place by collective work on a shared issues which needs to meet regularly but is accompanied by a sense of popular community and career. Some schools, for example, use web page and interactive mall as interactive extension to facilitate conversation beyond school hours. And the last one is building a heritage for the next generation. Digital libraries provide a reservoir for valuable science result knowledge and observation that benefit the scientific community as a whole. The physical archive of science and experimental experiments had to address a crucial challenge for a very long time. They had to be destroyed or lost.
There are few types of materials that need to be digitized, which are article, book, magazines, and also text and image. The format that Petrosains use on these books collections is in e-book format. The condition of each sheet of the book must be undamaged and not printed to facilitate the scanning operations. For the special handling requirements for the books are to ensure that the scanning can read the lines of the book so that it can easily be digitized. There are few main formats used to publish the digital magazines such as PDF, HPUB and folio. The condition that needs to magazines to be digitized is in 3D. The special handling requirements for magazines is to ensure that the materials is focused on science field. The last one is the text and image. Text and images can be digitized and transform it into the image file such as bitmap. The format for text and image that has been used is TIFF and JPG for commonly used to compress the image format. There are many format descriptions for text such as HTML. For example, there are here and much more. For the special handling, the requirement in the pictures and text is to ensure that the staff at the scanning stations will handle the content of the materials properly to make it easier for the users to find the information that they want.
Thank you, Awni Fadila. Next, I want to talk about the problem of permission, copyright, and access to the originals. The first one is the problem in process of digitizing material that took longer time because of the author late response to our email. And the second one is the restriction of the author permission due to the limitation to access their material. And the last one is problem of duration in copyright protection. For example, like Maths and Atlas, because they are the old material.
Okay, we move to procedure and approach of handling the materials. There are 6 procedure and approach of handling the materials. The first step is planning a digital library collection development project is to specify the need for creating the digital library collection, its purpose and target user community. Second, the source material that form the collection of the digital library and the main characteristic of the source material needs to be described. The references include project notes, publication of workers, work paper, thesis, graduate thesis, lectures in audio and film songs, and musical scores. It is therefore important to determine which part of the content is digitized and whether the entire material or a subset in the digital archive. Recall determining limitation on copyright. Okay. Third, indicate the type of usage you will allow the users to adhere to and the kind of service delivery they should expect from you. For example, CD-ROM or online or both. Define metadata search and retrieval requirement. Okay, next. The important task in creating a digital library collection is the conversion of the source materials available in hard copy into a digital format. There should be a clear-cut statement about the related requirements and their processes. Number 5, identify the resources and money required for creating and maintaining digital collections. And the last one is there is the need to define how the project is going to be implemented and what the major milestone and time requirements.
So now, I will continue for the next point, which is general structure of the organization. Firstly, when we talk about the structure of the organization, obviously we can say about the department that handle in the library. So here is our own organizational structure of Petrosains Digital Library. Firstly is director, the second is administration, circulation service department, IT and technical services, and lastly is the collection department.
Okay, next I want to talk about the how to visualize people accessing our material. We now have 2 options to people to accessing our material. The first one is through our library website and the second one is through our mobile application. Okay, next I want to show the example on how to accessing the ebook through our library website. The first step is browse the link below and insert your ID membership and password and just click the button login to proceed. The second step is just click the digital collection and choose the ebook. For the third step, we just search any keyword and subject of ebook that we want to read and just click the button find. For the fourth step is the result of keyword or subject we have chosen will be appear here. We just choose any kind of ebook that we want to read and just click the name of that ebook. Next, the name of our ebook will be appear here. But before we can read the full text version, we need to download first. So just click the button download.
Okay, for the contribution of staff, our group consists of 4 members. So there are 4 departments in our proposal. First, Noauni Fadila as a project manager or chief librarian. The skills are needed for chief librarian is. Next, Nur Ain Shahirah binti Ahmad as a administration department. The skills are needed for administration department is. Then, Nur Diana Asila as a IT and technical services department. The skills is. And the last one is me, Rabiatu Shahira binti Uthman, as a circulation department, and the skills are needed is. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Okay, now let's continue with other point, which is detail and infrastructure and equipment. For the equipment and also the infrastructure, the Petrosains Digital Library is library that really focus on the software and also the hardware that handle the digital library operation. Firstly is the host server. This is a machine that store and process digital object and make it easier for the user or server to connect with the end user. Then is the system and application software. This is the most major implication for the digital library infrastructure, which is to define the software that will be needed to support the digital library operation. Typical application software system include database programmers, web server software, and electronic mail. Furthermore, digitization device also is the equipment needed in digital library. Digitization device is used when different types of information are translated into a single binary codes. For example, document, sound, picture, or voice. Next, digital camera. Petrosains Digital Library administers the use of personal camera in the field of reading area. And lastly is the desktop device. The PC, which is computer, is the computing computer which the end user or patron relies to the view, display, and install the digital library collection and services. A standard PC consists of RAM storage, floppy disk, CD-ROM, and many more. First comment or issue are effective access. Today, digital convention technology is at times evolving and sometimes force a library between either possible damaging to delicate original or to making reproduction of the highest quality. There are few norms or best practice and also lack of instrument for the objective calculation of the standard production. Next, compatibility of hardware and software. Breathtaking advancement in the development of computer software and hardware establish the problem of compatibility with the ICT infrastructure library collection when introducing the new technology. Then, the other issue is digital collection itself. Librarians have extensive digital technology experience, but the profession has chosen to term it something different. And lastly is the cost. The price is also the major issue for the digital library. This is because to run up a digital library will cost a lot of the entire collection, hardware, and software, and also its application.
In conclusion, digitization will reduce the need to print several copies while helping to save the paper and improve the company's eco-friendly quotients. This is a less costly book scanning process, and therefore the works will well for digitization of the low budgets. Digitization will assist the organization and the publishers in achieving the cost efficiencies, copyright protection, high quality production, and also the higher investments in the returns. So that's all for us. Thank you very much and have a nice day.